Do you want early access? Do you want uncut reactions? If so, then check out our Patreon. Link in the description down below. Well, this just got real. I mean, how we left off the last episode.
Just about.
Well, it's been real, but...
It's been like 2 weeks since we watched it.
I know. I'm just saying, like, for people out there, it was last week. And according to them, we watched them all continuously, which ain't nobody got time for that. Well, I wish we did have time for that, but, you know.
I wish we could binge it.
I don't want to hold Micah hostage. First off, I could never hold Micah hostage.
Get to the point where I'm like, I want to know what happened.
Exactly.
I mean, you may want to consider binging it, because once I start my new job...
That's true.
If you want me to be in it.
That's true. That's why I want to try and get as much of these done as we can, because, you know, if you're going to be occupied for like an X amount of time, given you starting your new job, I don't want to, you know. I mean, I'd hate to continue it without you, man, but it's just, I don't know.
If we can manage
it's a rock and a hard place.
Finish season 3, we can always try to watch something else while we intermittently record those whenever we can for season 4, and then when we finish recording season 4, we can start releasing.
Fair enough. I think that'd be cool.
That strategy.
Yeah, you can do that. But yeah, symbol of peace. The revelation that one for all is there.
All for one?
Or all for one. Sorry, all for one.
Oh.
Sorry, my yeah.
They're easy to mix up.
Well, Three Musketeers.
So I just think all for one, all the powers.
Yeah.
One for all is there's only one all.
Yeah.
Of course,
Brain
All
doesn't
Might has
work
all.
that fast before my mouth does sometimes, so I'm surprised I haven't said the wrong thing.
Yeah, I don't know. All I do know is that the big villain has revealed himself, and it's not looking good because
He got a jacked up face.
well, not only does he got a jacked up face, he's pretty much just like
He jacked up everybody else's face.
Yeah, he announced his presence with authority and was just like, "Oh, you think you're a thing?"
By possibly
Nah.
killing several main characters.
Yeah,
Not really main characters. But,
Yeah.
I mean,
several,
Mount
like,
Lady,
prominent
where'd she go?
heroes.
I mean, Mount Lady has disappeared from the thing now, and also, I know Endeavor's probably not going to go out without a fight, but we don't know what One for All or All for One's powers entail. I know that he can I know that he can steal certain abilities, but I don't know if it takes a long time to steal certain ability, because that one cat lady, the one that was missing, he said that he stole her powers and everything, and it's just like, well, crap. I wonder if it took a long time for him to do that, or if it was instantaneous. Like, as soon as he touched her, he drained her powers from her. I don't know.
I know.
That's the scariest part, because not only, because Midoriya is right there, and if, One for All, or All for One puts together, then there goes that. I mean, there's so many questions I want answered, and you know what? We're not going to solve it by me sitting here, battling on like a jackass, so let's get to it. Oh, okay, so Best Jeanist saved them.
Quick thinking. A true hero doesn't believe in excuses.
Oh no! Oh! Shit!
Now I'm pretty sure he's dead.
He took out Big Bruce in an instant.
We have to run. My body won't move. Coach on.
Bakugo. My apologies, Bakugo. You failed once more, Tomura. But you must not be discouraged. You'll try again. That's why I brought your associates back with you. Start over as many times as it takes.
I need to find a way to reach out to him. If I can't do that, then this was all for nothing.
There you are.
Uh-oh! Ooh!
I'll have you return my students, all for one.
I look like a panel straight out of a comic book.
Yes!
A second time,
Oh,
all
God.
right?
Yikes.
Woo!
You've gotten weaker, All Might.
You're one to talk. It's kind of difficult to ignore that fancy life support mask you've got on. I will take young Bakugo back, and I will make certain you're locked up for the rest of your sad life.
Oh.
Be hard for us both.
Oh, God.
Damn. Hope this area of the city is abandoned.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
All Might!
Damn.
Don't you worry. It'll take more than that to kill him. Kurogiri, walk them away.
Be careful!
My warp power is still new, Magna. There is much I need to learn about it. Its distance is limited, and while he can teleport to specific coordinates, I only transport people to and from my own location. Forcible quirk activation. Leave this place. What about you?
You're mine!
Master.
Let's go, Shigaraki, while our masked lead is keeping All Might entertained.
If something doesn't change, the League will escape with my friend. Again! They've got him surrounded, so he can't escape by himself.
I'm coming for you!
I don't think so. Because I am here.
Oh,
Oh shit.
son of a...
He just stole his phrase.
We might have a chance to swoop in and grab Kachan. And if we can save him, All Might can use the full extent of his power. A way that won't involve any combat. That'll let us escape with him. Come on! We can still get Kachan back!
Tell us your plan.
Hiroshima, you're the key to this being a success. First, we'll propel ourselves using my quirk, combined with Ida's Recipro. Then, using Hiroshima's hardening,
You go through the
we'll
wall.
break through the wall. As high as he possibly can. The villains haven't noticed us yet. Up until now, they've been able to outmaneuver us. The last part's up to you, Hiroshima. It's no good if I do it, or Todoroki, or Ida, or Yagorozo. Ever since school started, you've built a solid relationship with Kachan as equals. Come on! You'll listen.
Cool.
Okay. Damn.
On my mark, you give us a giant...
Don't tell me what to do!
Typical.
We thought. All eyes on them.
Because that's what heroes do.
Don't let them Who can do this? Kurogiri and Navi! Put that down!
You two, come here. Magnus Wood, magnetism. Repulsion breakup. Night flight cannon.
Oh!
Not ladies!
The rescue's priority.
No, you don't. Ah! Grand Sereno.
Heck
Hell yeah.
Yes! But hey, he did
Dude,
his job.
The animation for that Bakugo launch was pretty killer.
Yeah, it was phenomenal. I love the look of it.
But now, I don't have to pull any punches against you.
Oh.
Quirk activation. Magnetism.
You are dust!
No. Oh. Oh, he's pulling him into the gate.
Oh, smash.
Wait! Don't! Master!
Not so fast!
Oh!
Your body is too damaged!
You've had a hard life, Tenko Shira. Don't worry. I am here for you.
What do you call him?
Tenko Shira.
Yeah.
Tenko Shimura.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let me put on subs and see what that said.
I guess he's changed his name as a villain or whatever.
Tenko Shimura. So his original name is Tenko Shimura. Interesting. Interesting.
Warping. First shock inversion.
Oh no!
to save Tomura, a hero standing on the mountain of our defeats.
Oh!
You still won't fight me with your full power, huh? Because doing so would endanger all those people you've sworn to protect.
It cannot continue!
It's over.
I will
Oh! Good shot. Oh. Oh, hell.
Reached your limit. What's wrong?
Oof, that's rough to look at.
Oh,
You seem to be
no.
worked up about something, All Might. I've heard that same exact line before, you know. From the person who had one for all before you, Nana Shimura.
Shit.
So,
Wait.
Shimura. So, that's not a coincidence. It can't be.
Nope.
Same last name
Yeah.
that you just said?
Yeah, they have the same surname. Yeah.
Apparently the previous wielder was
Somehow.
Shigaraki's, like, parent or something.
A relative, I guess.
I mean, that seems to be the implication.
What if All Might's successor died, leaving him orphaned? And the reason why is because All Might is because Toshinori, who after he succeeded his predecessor, they died, and
Well, I mean,
man.
the kid would be invincible. I mean, how could you, do anything to the kid of your former master? I mean, he would be,
I know, but at the same time, I mean, All Might, I think, realizes the danger that he poses, and
Yep.
damn, dude.
That does kind of make more sense though, because honestly, Shigaraki, like, it didn't really make sense why he was the centerpiece of the villains, because he's kind of unstable and his quirk isn't really that good because he has to touch somebody, but he's
Yeah.
not super fast or super strong, so it's like, other than people just being unwilling to kill him because they're heroes, like, he's not super great. I mean,
Yeah.
at anything.
Well, I think it's his ideals that One for All, or that All for One has instilled in him.
Yeah, well, I mean, they seemed like he was raising him up for a purpose, but
Yeah. I think he
Just,
sees.
like, why him whenever, like, Dobby seems like a lot more
Yeah.
stable and
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
easier
super
to
powerful.
control,
Yeah,
like,
but I
not
feel
really
like it's
easier to
the-
control necessarily, but just, like, more level-headed, I guess.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like the chink in the emotional armor at this point. Now that
Which obviously he didn't have Dobby there until recently.
Yeah.
But, I mean, like,
Well,
seeing
true.
him, it would kind of be like,
yeah,
if you don't, like, start doing what I want you to, I'm going to use this guy. But yet, he's like, you failed again, and I thought he was about to be like
And it'll be the
Darth
last
Vader,
time.
Yeah.
like,
You
on
failed
him,
me
but-
for the last time.
But he's like, I'll keep giving you chances until this works, basically. And I'm just like, that's really, like, dad-like and forgiving of, like, a
Yeah.
super villain.
Yeah.
So I
There's
guess he's
so-
just adopted him as his own after
Yeah.
orphaning him
Which
by
is-
killing his original.
which would be a super thumb in the eye
Relative,
now that we know what we know. Like
Yeah.
the fact that All Might couldn't save him.
And then I think one thing about it, why All Might, that might be one of the reasons why All Might is so adamant on stopping the League of Villains, is because he wants to try and turn Shigaraki back around.
Yeah, or I mean, we don't actually know if he knows. I don't guess,
Maybe.
because I mean, he hasn't indicated. If he does know, he's been keeping it a secret.
Yeah.
Because I mean, as big a heart as Midoriya has, if he told Midoriya that secret, knowing that Midoriya might have to, potentially injure or kill Shigaraki if he was too evil, I mean, I don't think Midoriya could do it if he was,
Yeah, I don't think he could either. I mean,
I mean, they usually avoid killing, but I mean, with someone as powerful as All for One, I don't know that they can really let him just. I don't know if there's a way to subdue him. I mean, I feel like All might have to kill him.
All for One, I would say, unless there's something that is available that can suppress a hero's abilities while they're incarcerated.
Yeah, because that was like, I think, and you might run into a situation. So in the show Heroes, one of the things that happened is there was a character they called the Haitian, and he could eliminate powers, kind of like Aizawa, except his presence would do it, his proximity instead of sight. And so Arthur Petrelli was like the guy who could take powers away. So he had multiple powers and was crazy hard to deal with. So the Haitian showed up to help him. His name was Rene. Rene showed up, and he was like, I can only hold him for a little while because he's just too powerful to like suppress that many abilities at once. So
yeah.
I don't even think Aizawa could do it. I mean, because he can't look at him for forever, and I don't know how many quirks he can suppress at one time.
Well, I don't know. Well, there's still a lot in this world that we're unsure of. I mean, because in terms of incarceration, like supervillain incarceration,
right,
there might be a type of material that can suppress their abilities, and
like
maybe they
radiation or something.
Yeah, maybe they had Aizawa help them develop it or something like that. And it's effectively the same thing that they have for One Piece. One Piece people who have eaten the fruits, the devil fruits, which gives them their abilities. There's certain ones called Logia types, which pretty much transform you into the material that is associated with the devil fruit. For instance, if it's a fire-based one, then you can transform yourself into fire, like your entire body. Lava, lightning, pretty much it's the same thing with like a Paramecia type. Paramecia type, you gain an ability that you can pretty much mold into what you want. For instance, Luffy, where he's got the rubber, he ate the gum fruit, and makes him able to be rubberized. He's able to like stretch himself and do more things, and he actually has created a fighting style based upon that. And what they have in the show to suppress that ability, no matter the devil fruit user, is called Sea Stone. Sea Stone is a very rare stone that is found in certain deposits, and the entire, the strongest prison in the show, Impel Down, is made up entirely of sea stone. So whenever you are transported there, you're screwed. And weapons like swords and stuff made out of sea stone can pretty much just destroy devil fruit users.
Okay.
And they might have something like that.
I feel like I wish they would have hinted at it. I hope they don't just introduce something like that randomly. That would be kind of...
Well, considering we haven't really seen an incarceration, a fully active incarceration, because we haven't gone to a prison setting.
Presumably they've planned for seeing him again and stuff. So
yeah, I mean, we'll have to see.
So there has to be some way they have that muscle dude.
Muscular.
Yeah,
he was pretty powerful. Yeah, that's true.
So that he can't escape.
Unless they just
should be able to break out of.
He's constantly sedated or something, or even it's dark, but some kind of lobotomy where it's
I don't think they go that far.
I mean, if they're that dangerous, because musculars killed a ton of people.
But in a humane society, a humane society that is built around what All Might stands for, unless it was happening without his knowledge, I don't think they would do that.
Well,
humane.
Superpower.
I feel like you should lose the right to humane after you've proven yourself to be inhuman.
I agree.
After you killed 70-some people. I don't see why humane should still be a word that gets thrown around.
Personally, personally, I believe in the death penalty. I believe in the death penalty, and I think people who do terrible... For instance, I believe that if you do certain things to certain people who are underage, you deserve to be castrated. That's what I believe, because that is what you deserve.
There's always the argument of false accusations.
No.
I feel like if it's beyond a shadow of a doubt that someone's a multiple serial killer, then why should they have any right to any humanity?
That's what I mean.
Outside of humanity, basically.
Well, that's what I mean.
They basically proven that they have none.
If the facts are indisputable, for instance, like the whole Aaron Hernandez thing, the facts surrounding his case were indisputable, and that's why he killed himself, because he realized he'd never get out of prison. And I think if he would have been found guilty of everything, and everything would have gone completely through cycle of trial, I believe he should have died by lethal injection. Because, honestly, that's what he deserved. Because he was a very, very bad person. And then, of course, it comes to, like, oh, you know, you spend all this money, you know, with these chemicals that makes their deaths humane and everything. Tell you what, I can go down to Lowe's, grab a thing of rope, and you can reuse it. And, honestly, to me, I think that's about as humane as some of those people deserve. I mean,
yeah, I don't really see the problem with. I know it like looks and seems medieval and shit, but like hanging can go like really like brutal and pretty much just like ridiculously drawn out depending on what happens. But the guillotine.
Oh.
I don't see why the guillotine would be considered inhumane, because at most your head lives for 6 seconds after severed from your body.
Either that, or you could just do a complete lead aspirin to the back of the head, which I'm in full support of that.
I mean,
although you'd be wasting a good bullet.
Even if you've aimed wrong and stuff, like people can survive getting shot in the head. But
okay, 2 lead aspirins.
Guillotine's pretty much unsurvivable, and there's not going to be any weird things going down where, you know, someone survives for longer than they were meant to. I say bring back the guillotine.
Fair enough. All right, well,
like, at least for mass murderers and shit, that there's just indisputably no question that they're the one that did it.
I don't know. I was just curious how they handled really powerful beings. In this, you know.
We went dark.
Like muscular. Like, how do you stop that guy? Like, is he always sedated? Can you do something like? So I don't know if it's still a thing. I know with like epileptics, they would like separate hemispheres of the brain to stop bad seizures.
Actually, have you seen the CGP Grey video where he talks about that? What the after effects were?
No, but I mean that was something I know they used to do, but it's like it's pretty extreme. But
well, they actually showed that people who had that treatment done, a very weird thing would occur. One hand would pick some, like for instance, one patient reported that he went to pick out a shirt in his closet, and he got the shirt out of the closet from one hand. His dominant hand picked it out. All of a sudden, his other hand, as he was looking over, his other hand came, grabbed it, and threw it away, and picked another one.
Well, I mean,
it's because 2 hemispheres of the brain, both of them act independently, but yet because of the wires that are connecting in between, they collaborate. You see, each side of the brain controls different things. Left side controls this hand, and it also is where the speech, where you're able to speak. Right. Whereas right side actually has more memories, so you're actually able to recall things more dominantly from the right side of your brain. As a matter of fact, you remember faces from the right side of your brain, and honestly, it's because of the connections in between that your brain is actually able to do those things.
Right. I mean, it's not a perfect example, but something like that, because you say lobotomy, and it sounds like Planet of the Apes, where the dude's like a vegetable stumbling around. But like something like that, because, I mean, like you said, muscular is super dangerous. So could there be a process like that where it just shuts off the quirk? Is it like, you know, where does it come from? Is it the pituitary gland? What is it? You know?
Well, I don't know. I mean, maybe they'll give us other explanations as to how incarceration works in this universe.
So, I mean, I feel like it has to be something, because I mean, it seems pretty inhumane to just have someone like doped up all the time, so they're just in a coma for the rest of their life. I mean, you know,
it does seem very inhumane.
But if there was something you could deactivate the quirk, and they could at least, go about their daily lives in some form or fashion, and
I feel like you still have activists in that universe that will be like, it's inhumane to turn your quirk off.
Yeah. Till Muscular breaks out and rips a bunch of people in half.
And then they're still out there. They'll just be like, kill him now. Yeah. It's like,
like poor Coda's parents or something.
Oh, gosh. Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to move on from this, ladies and gentlemen. I want to get to the next one because I want to see what the hell's going to happen next. So, I guess until next time, everybody, signing off. I'm Nate.
Micah.
I'm Nick.
We'll see you in the next one, everybody. Peace out.